Hello, today I drawing your folder from Spy X family. We will draw a girl. Then I'm going to challenge today. Sketch without an eraser. For the whole process we don't use eraser. Of course, except when we inserted the line draft at the end. Sure to use. What about after this wrong step? You just keep drawing next to it. Don't keep rubbing the right lines. Wait till we fix it. Go again and wipe all the wrong ones off. Well, this is to prevent everyone from drawing a stroke. Wipe a stroke. It's a waste of time to draw and erase. So you can do this exercise. That way you don't waste the whole time on wiping it all the time. It hurts people and paper, right? Then we pass the entire shape over to it. Go through it again, no problem. We can take the malleable eraser and give it the hole. Refine it again. Then we went to hook the line. There are some bad positions when hooking the line. When hooking the line, you need to adjust it for him. Some strands of hair, some details. Try to give him as much as possible during the step. Of course, if you find some problems, then when we are at this step, I have to hurry to adjust her. Otherwise it will appear. That's right, I made his face a little bit fatter. This meeting won't help. That's it. When we draw the line. By the way, paint this detail too. I have to finish the painting even if I cry. What you need to pay attention to when drawing the line. Our lines must be smooth. A painting from beginning to end. If the painting cannot be finished, we will try our best to connect seamlessly. Try not to have intermittent lines. Try to be as smooth as possible. Then if you can, you have to control it with the strength in your hand. Thickness changes, its virtual and real changes. And then we put these little folds in the clothes. Small lace. When to add it? Then the outline of our painting is done. Take an eraser and wipe it clean. I used the eraser twice for the whole picture. Have you learned it? Hello! Let's paint this together today. Those who want to see the line draft, you can watch the previous video. Okay, let's start with the base color. I used a light skin tone to make the base. After finishing the base, deepen it layer by layer. Shadow. Still use a skin tone to add, but a little darker. Layer by layer and superimpose it until the light comes out. Next we add the eye. It is also layer by layer from shallow to deep. Let's add a gradient to it. Add heavy color at the end. With a highlighter, bling bling highlights go give it a little. Eyes come out. Then we started to add his clothes. Light red for the whole dress. Use the closest color in your color to give him. Just add it. Make a base first. After finishing the bottoming, look for his shadow bit by bit. Be careful in this step. The tip of the pen must be sharp. Then like this, the shape of these folds can be found out. Well controlled. After it's over, let's go again and overlay him with a darker color. Finally, we're going to add this golden area. First, use a lighter yellow to add. After adding, add dark colors layer by layer. Through this repeated overlay, to produce a change in its color. Light and dark changes. Finally, we use a deeper one, equivalent to a yellowish brown. Go and add its heavy color one. Then we start adding hair or lightest color first. Just find the lightest color in your hair to make a base. What about after the bottom? Let's add a second heavy color to it. A slightly darker color than the bottom to highlight it. Use a base color to control the highlight to it. Then use a deeper. Let's compare it to him. Add layer by layer. In the end, we added the skirt in the same way. Go for the lightest color first. After adding the lightest color, layer by layer, then cover it with a darker gray. Then deepen it again. Just stack up layer by layer. Finally, let's add this background. Start with a darker gray, slightly deeper than the skirt. This forms a contrast. Paint the edges with color 0. Finally, the whole background is dark. Go mix it up a bit. Oops! This step is a bit of a waste of ink. It hurts a bit. And finally, after painting, after the base color is a slightly darker color, then go to the leaves a little to add a few pieces to it. Convex leaves. Finally, our painting is finished. Have you learned it?